For me personally, I probably would have gone from the anchor west a quarter of unit of measure to the T-junction at the bottom of the hill, and then just go straight up the T-junction, so I follow roads. That would have taken you to the T-junction. You could have, and then got out of me, i.e. you could have talked me on to the bottom T-junction, the northerly T-junction, and given me no information at all and got it all to me. And that was giving you a lot more confidence that we're on the target. The ones I was looking at were well to the east. However, your confidence question me target. I'm not sure of the reason for the 142 plus or minus 10, if that is based. It doesn't seem to be based on a 90 to the friendlies. So it seems to be a very accurate heading, but I'm not quite sure if that was 90 degrees to friendlies. But you can round that up to 140 or 145. Then my flight. What's the Langford? State Bravo. 15 miles south, 18 to 20,000 feet, 1014. Ready. God, can you just give me the echo point again? I'm happy to reserve it. First Quebec, November. It's an SUV, why don't we just strafe it? We're taking a bigger risk on friendlies on the fact that the packs might move. Bomber target, GBU-38 version 4, ready. Yeah, they were just me on guard again. Just give me the marks on the structures again. (732) reach back 1148 feet. North 54 degrees. 35.807. West 002 degrees. 03.713. Nail, southeast 200, 015 to 035 degrees, danger close, Bravo Romeo. Finish javelin 35. Roger. Ready. Contact. courtyard is in the north-easterly port of the toe. Contact. Contact unit to measure. Javelin 32, tele target. Okay. 32 is in 020. One away, 40 seconds. Thirty seconds. I'd watch out for too many of these calls that are creeping in. That I'm giving you advice on getting guys' heads down for a danger close mission. Just remember, you know, I might transmit and you don't hear it, or anything like that. I would very recommend it. You plan to do it yourself. You can ask me for it, but don't wait for my call. Because obviously, if I tell you the stores time of flight 40 seconds, you can probably do the math yourself for 30 seconds. So I'll be happy to call it all day long and give you it, but don't rely on it. Don't still be standing up waiting for a 10-second call or 20-second call because you may not hear it. On the wood, I know everyone uses it as a boot. Just for the, if you look down here now, your correlation with the target, which was a vehicle in the courtyard. If I actually look down over most of the courtyard, they've got vehicles in them. So your FIDO was good in that it was large. It got me a long way across the ground to your farm complex. But I reckon you're still going to be better getting more correlation to me rather than confirming the vehicle there, because actually most of the farm complexes I can see, I've got a vehicle in the courtyard. There my point. Loud and clear. Authenticate. Bravo. Alright, 15 miles. In height about 24 to 26,000, 1014. Ready. Ready. No major. Anything? Are there any changes or not? Ready. Default end's instantaneous, so it will fuse. Potentially, it may fuse off the roof. What's the height of the building? No, the tank's inside the building, right? No, I'm happy that I'm just talking about the way the fuse works. It depends if the fuse arms off the corrugated iron or not. So I'll put a delay on, but it'll be under 10 milliseconds. Version 4, ready. 32 east, back 820 feet, north 54 degrees, 38.346, west 002 degrees, 03.527, nil, northeast 200, 110 to 140 degrees, all reciprocal for max range, max cross range reg, danger close Alpha Delta. North 54 degrees, 36.346. Yeah, just confirm, don't we need to be plus or minus 10 degrees to use cross range reg? Not 15 degrees. It either is max cross range or it isn't. You told me it's danger close, I'm just telling you it's either max cross range or it isn't. Ready. Contact. Contact. Contact unit information. It's the second Yankee junction I get to. red. 3-2 is tally target. Infantry 2 is in 130. 40 seconds. Point. You may not believe me, but at least hopefully all of the guys who end up flying planes in the ground attack role will understand reds and understand Vista friendlies and compass roses. So be careful when you're asked the questions from the air about reds. You don't just gas them off or say something that's misleading. Because you initially didn't answer my question, or you answered it and it was wrong. So you're either hiding it from me. I understand it. I'm guessing if you're hiding it from me. Just remember, I have a requirement to make sure that I release weapons away from friendlies. It's not just I release it wherever you tell me. So when the air crew ask me about red, please be hyper accurate and listen to the question, because we do understand it. I understand about safety to friendlies, and I need to get the answer to that question because I've got my contract. So you mentioned max objects that didn't apply. So the simple solution to that is, if it's not a factor, don't mention it. We'll end up in an argument. And secondly, on your FIDO, please just remember what I'm physically doing up here. I'm going from your anchor in a direction for a distance to an object. Yours is from an object in a distance in a direction to an object, and it's a load of data about the object while my eyes are still moving towards it. Hence the reason why, before I'd even found your Yankee junction, you were describing 20 things about it. And I never saw the water feature you were talking about. And it seems to be that I never called contact to the Yankee junction, and the second time I answered the questions, he just moved on to the complex. So my request would be, please do the FIDO slower, allow my eyes to get onto the object, and then while my eyes are on the object, I can listen to the description. If you've already finished the description and I'm still counting along the road, then it's quite difficult to confirm. Then I would have just listened a little bit more, because it seemed to me that you just went onto the target. And that will all be fixed by just slowing the first bit of the FID out. They're my 2 points. State Alpha. I'm approximately 40 miles to the southwest in the height block, 15 to 16,000 on a press setting of 1014. Ready. Alpha Sierra Tango. Ready. Type 2, bomb on target, single GBU 38, 10 milliseconds, ready. Ready. Degrees back 918 feet. North 54 degrees. 37.479. West 002 degrees. 03.343. Nil. Southwest 250 meters. 125 plus minus 10 degrees. 24 deployed. Danger close Alpha Bravo. Roger. Come. Last, I'm following the centre wood up to where it meets the road and then stay the rest. Contact. A firm. Serious tele target. Be able to attack on that heading, but I'm going to have to try and get the weapon in steep. So I need to elevate in the block. Is there any limitations on the max height of the rods I can climb to? Roger, I'm elevating up to 26,000. I'm going to keep impact angle on the weapon. In 3-2 established. Roger. Javelin 3-2 is in 135. Runaway 45. I'm complete on the vol. Copy that, 1 minute back out to 3 and 1.